Well. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another market live stream, market open live stream. So, very interesting. We are heading into September, and September is really this interesting time that we've been waiting for since since honestly February. I mean, we've been talking about potentially a big rally coming in September and October, and I've been waiting for opportunities to prep for September and October. I've bought a lot I bought a lot of call options back on 420. Bought a lot of stocks and call options on May 12th. I wish I didn't bought. I wish I hadn't bought as many options as I had, but I've really been setting up for something in September through October. Now there have been some crazy uncertainties that have come up in between then and now, and those have led me to reduce or not add as much to my bet, just to hedge in the event that I'm wrong and we don't have a September October rally. But right, like a large rally, which is really exciting. Because even though I've got covered calls now on some of my positions, I've closed out some of my call options. I'm excited to see the market digesting the fears that we have finally as temporary. And it's not just because okay, second green day or whatever, who cares? Even if we were red right now, what we're seeing analysts write about is that hey, companies are figuring out the supply chain shortages or the shipment challenges. We think Jerome Powell is going to be on the side of making sure the broader market can still recover. And the craziest flip that blew my mind about 2 or 3 weeks ago was when one of the folks at the Federal Reserve, and I don't believe it was Kaplan, I can't remember who it was, but one of the folks at the Federal Reserve said, hey, we think that if we taper sooner, we can wait longer before we raise rates. It might have been Bullard. That might have been Bullard. And they gave this analogy of driving a car that if you take the foot off the gas because you're trying to slow down the car, if you take the foot off the gas, you don't have to hit the brakes. And the foot off the gas is not printing money as much, right? So foot off the gas. And the brakes are raising interest rates. The reason we're worried about the taper is because we don't want rates to go up. Because rates going up is either to fight inflation. Well, it's actually almost only to fight inflation. But that has massive implications for the stock market, for the real estate market, whatever. But by them saying, hey, like if we taper sooner, or if the market, if inflation ends up being as transitory as we suspect, then we could taper sooner and raise rates later, which is such a whoa moment, and it makes sense. It makes intuitive sense. So I still have 80% ish of my portfolio riding on positions that are pretty bullish on the market being pretty green between the September to November timeframe. And I say September to November because inflation data for September and October come out in October and November. So that makes me excited, but I'm also cautious. Like certain stocks, if we see a nice run, you know what? I'll start taking some tendies a little earlier. And then reallocate in, especially on options, and then reallocate into shares that I can keep for a longer period of time. So these are some interesting thoughts about sort of what's going on in the market, and watching the fluctuations sort of on the daily. I think really helps us, certainly helps me see how the market responds to changes in expectations for the market. So that's fine. So with that said, let's take a look at what's going on. We've got the stock market here. Most of it pretty green. In fact, let's do this. I actually like starting with this. Hold on one sec. There we go. Okay, yeah, we'll start over here. So right now we've got the indices slightly up I mean, barely up. We're talking about 0.08% here on the Dow, the S&P, NASDAQ 0.13. We've got the 10-year at 1.26, which is just such an interesting transition of seeing the market rotating back higher again, as we've mentioned. The market sort of pricing in, a lot of the issues we have are going to be temporary. Maybe that Delta variant is peaking, which reminds me we should look at Delta cases. And we're not seeing that 10-year go up, which means Michael Burry's big latest short is not working out in his favor. But let's go ahead and see here. COVID cases. Let's misspell that, but whatever. The same thing comes up. Okay, let's go over here. Here we go. And let's go to 30 days. Oh, yeah, look at that. So we're still on that uptrend. We're still having it looks like still a larger Tuesday reporting than any of the Tuesdays before here. Tuesdays have gone from 93,000 to 136 to 178 to 259 to 266. So here we had a nice inflection point to the upside. We had a pretty dark week last week. This is not as much of a push to the upside. I mean, it's barely maintaining a trend here. If anything, it's just flatlining a little bit. But that's certainly a jump. So let's see how recovery stocks are doing today. Let's take a peek. All right, we'll take a look at all of them. So we've got Canoe after going up, running up 31% yesterday, down 5.26. This is not a surprise to me, mostly because I think the reason Canoe was running was solely momentum based. Zero expectation that this momentum movement was going to last. We talked about that yesterday. But hey, look, still got 31% out of it for whoever traded. Although I think a lot of folks may have bought it around 7 to 10 or 15% up, and then sort of maybe rode the wave a little bit. But it'll be interesting to see if that momentum comes back, or if that was sort of a one-day wonder. Ooh, that's what we're going to call it from now on. One-day wonder. Like one-hit wonder. Which one of my favorites. I don't know what this has to do with anything, but I don't know. I like MC Hammer. Is one-hit wonder. Okay, let's go over here. So what do we got here? Arcimoto, 6.49%. So now, yesterday, Arcimoto went up 10%. Arcimoto up another 6.49%. You do see Arcimoto have this tendency of running to this $14 to $15 range. And then sometimes it runs past like 17, 18 or more. I mean, we've had some crazy euphoria with Arcimoto earlier the year. Even at the end of last year, I mean, Arcimoto was one of those that really was a penny stock. Look at this, 0.97 cents. And really ran to $20 to $36. Momentum left, bled down, and it's just been on this path of bobbing up here to 18, bobbing up to 17, and then rotating back down. All right, let's see what else here. Alibaba. So this is interesting too. We're seeing, and there goes Jivo. We're seeing Alibaba and the Chinese technology companies get a little bit of love, finally. Now, these are high-risk plays. Let's see here. And that's because really you have no idea what China is going to do. I mean, you could start seeing some momentum move on these guys. And then all of a sudden you just see China come out with something new, some new ban or some new restriction, and then these plummet. But hey, it's at about 169 right now, which yesterday was really a bottom for it at 152. At 169, we're still at some of the lowest pricing that we've seen at or on Alibaba. Look at that. Since the pandemic, folks. Look at this. March. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at that. The bottom in March 2020 was 169. That's insane. 169 was the bottom. And now you flip the script over here, and you're literally at 169 again. a year and a half later. That's crazy. I mean, just looking at this from, sort of a chart point of view, that this was peak fear time. It'd be interesting to see what their financials are. Let me go ahead and pull up. What's it called? Bloomberg. Let's go ahead and look at some of their financials. Okay, let's see here. There we go. All right, so we'll give it a moment on that. But yeah, this is Baba is really low right now. And I'm gonna just go ahead and grab. Let's see here. All right, let's go ahead and pull up Bloomberg. Yeah, high risk trade though. So again, you just never know. What's China gonna come out and do next? But yeah, we'll give it a second there. All right. So while we wait for that to pull up, let's see what else we have. Let's see. API. Yeah, I'm actually not interested so much in API, mostly because I think as the backbone of what's it called? See, now I can't even remember what Clubhouse. I think Clubhouse, nobody cares about it anymore. Yeah, you could go to I have the BlockFi credit card. What's my link? McKevin.com/BF is my BlockFi link. But if you go here, I'll get it really quick. We have the BlockFi credit card, except somebody dropped it while we were using it. And it chipped the corner of it. I got really sad. Like, oh no, my BlockFi credit card. So let me see here. Okay, Bloomberg's up. That's good. All right, give me 1 second here. Oh, CC. Go to metkevin.com/CC to apply for the BlockFi credit card if you wanted to. There we go. Okay, so let's see here. Alibaba. And let's do an analysis here. All right, so Alibaba. It just reminds me from Full House. Welcome to the, wait, was it the Alibaba? I think it was. Welcome to the Alibaba Hotel and Casino. That was great. Okay, so we've got market cap. All right, hold on. Let's go to currency dollars here. Let's make a little more sense. There we go. Okay, so their market cap, 400, is that right? 437 billion. I mean, I guess that makes sense. The company is absolutely huge. Yep, 437 billion. All right. And 437 billion, revenues of 116 billion. My gosh. And they bring $6.31 to the bottom line here in June, or brought $6.31 to the bottom line. 170 divided by 6.31 is 27 times 2021 earnings. Wow, it did really get sold off into the toilet. And you always have to worry about the delistings, right? Or are you buying shares in the Cayman Islands or whatever? But 169 divided by 16.51. Wow, trading for 10.2 times 2025 earnings with growth between 34 to 17%. It's pretty cheap. Let's see here. If we let's go to the investor relations. Alibaba investor relations. All right, let's hop on over. Alibaba investor relations. Yeah, Upstart's had an insane run. I think it's too expensive. Okay, here's their latest earnings report. Alibaba Group Holding Limited. I'd like to know where their file location is. Let me see. Give it a second here. Let's go to SEC filings. Okay, report of foreign issue. Let's try this one. Okay. Yeah, where's Causeway? Where is this? Causeway Bay. Oh, that's a Hong Kong address. Okay. Causeway Bay. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Anyway, let's take a look at this. Let's go back over here. Alibaba at 169. How's DD doing? Because let's take a look at that one as well. So yeah, DD's also up. I mean, look at how it got sold into the toilet. You know what is and was Neo in the toilet too? Let me see Neo. Yeah, kind of. It's also up about 3%. Sold down, not as low as where we were in May, but also sold down pretty low. Yeah, we went down to like $30. It's crazy. Bought options at like $32. It was good. Interesting. And then how's the broader market? It almost makes you wonder if you wanted like a higher risk little basket or something, and in it you put Baba, DD, and I don't know, maybe like Neo or something like that to balance it out. That's interesting. Okay, that would be interesting. I want to take a look at that again in a little bit here. Okay, all right. I'm going to go to the member chat here because the amount of spam is insane. I've put some people in timeout and they didn't learn their lesson. So they just keep spamming. Spam, spam, spam. Spam belongs in a can, sir or ma'am. Take your crap out of here. I don't want to see you post the same stupid message. It makes me want to ignore you. So anyway. All right, and then we'll go and see what else is going on here in stocks. Okay, and there we go. All right, let's try to understand a little bit more what's going on here with the Chinese stocks. And I think Bloomberg had some articles on this. Let's go ahead. Okay, Pelosi moderates restart negotiations. Ships resume docking. See, there we go. Here's more good news because Ningbo, look at that 2-week shutdown because they had COVID case. Futures gain is China. Here we go. Okay, what do we got here? U.S. futures gained as investors awaited the Federal Reserve's path. Okay, where's the Chinese here? U.S. listed Chinese companies rose in pre-market trading with Alibaba and JD.com up 5% and 8% respectively. The lift didn't last long in Europe, with the Europe 600 index reversing an earlier advance. The market started the week with a strong global rally. Equities in Europe and U.S. remain volatile over concerns of the spread of Delta and monetary policy. Okay. Small relief. Chinese tech index bounces, yet remains in downward trajectory. Let's see if we can get more on the Chinese. Not really. They don't really give a reason for the bounce. 4 minutes, market open. Okay, more than 4.8. No. COVID, we saw this, the COVID optimists yesterday. China, let's see here. Why governor says it's not a good time to visit. Stop short of mandate. Oh, wow. Governor says, oh, don't come. That's like, what did Kamala Harris say? Do not come. Do not come. Yeah. All right. What else here? Pregnant, unvaccinated, and intubated. Case surge, alarms, distressed crude, cryptocurrencies are coming back from the brink, blah, blah, blah. Not a lot of headlines here. Not a lot of headlines. But let's take a look at crypto. Cardano, ooh, 281. Good. Go create a discount again, would you? Bitcoin under 49. I mean, I'm happy about this because I would like to see some reprieve in crypto. Just give folks some breathing room again. You know, can you get Bitcoin down to like 45 or 44, 39? Give people an opportunity to go munching a little bit and then go to the moon again. You know, always make sure to go pick up the little guy again. So, we'll keep an eye on it. Obviously, crypto heavily traded. You've got Faraday Futures, 4.51. Interesting. You got Peloton coming back up today. You've got Wind moving again. Canadian Solar moving off the bottom again. Dave & Buster's and Robinhood moving up. So no major concerns here, it looks like, on the restaurant front, COVID front. You've with the exception, and Moderna. I mean, what a sideways market right now, at least in the pre-market. I mean, Canoe's down, but otherwise, these are barely moves in the market. All right, let's see here. Let's see what other headlines we have. You got 3-4 minutes here. Somebody wants to donate to an in vitro fertilization fund. There you go. Then Andrea and Zachary, IVF funding. Good luck and best wishes for you. Can you interview the SD or Smile Direct CEO or CFO? I don't know. Maybe. I haven't really been doing interviews at the moment. Stock futures point to nearing new record. The S&P is just always hitting a new record. CIA met with senior Taliban figure, calling in FAA to review Boeing. Reports of pressure over safety issues. Okay. Some parents push to give COVID-19 vaccine to children under 12. Well, yeah, I imagine there are a lot of people nervous about that. Democrats hit impasse on key legislation. Also not a surprise. What else? Not all. Elon Musk pans pilot version. What's this? Elon Musk on Monday panned a pilot version of the advanced driver features developing. Okay. FSD beta 9.2 is actually not great. Adding it is rallying to improve as fast as possible. Wow. Hey Elon, let's get you some LiDAR and then we can make it great. Sorry. That's the one bone I have to pick with Elon. When are you gonna finally throw in some LiDAR in the rearview mirror? You don't need big spinning globules anymore on the roofs of cars. LiDAR could be small. All right. See how things go as the market opens here. It'll be kind of interesting to see where the trend goes. Is it going to be Alibaba? Is it going to be something else? Is Canoe going to come back to life? Who knows? Here we go.
Yeah, but let's add those up. Yeah. But you like that?
Not a bad successor, I think. I think it's done pretty well. As people wondered at the time whether you could ever, of course, replace the iconic Steve Jobs.
Yeah, that's pretty green. That is pretty green. That's what, 85%ish green. And look, I see some comments here about maybe a short squeeze on Arcimoto. We can look at short interest, but and we'll just let the market kind of play there for a moment. I don't know that we're in a market where we could really expect a short squeeze. It's just short squeezing was so popular, but obviously with GME and then AMC, but then also, Workhorse or Clove, there were some of these other squeezes, but now nobody seems to care anymore. It's kind of like, who cares? So short interest has become a whole lot less interesting for the market. Like, I've not seen that correlation in the market. Let's go really quick though and look. So Arcimoto, 34.11% short. It's kind of been there since July. If anything, it's just slightly come down from about 35-36%. So now that the market's open, yeah, look at that. DD is at 7.7%ish here. Alibaba still sitting at 5.2. Kind of curious to see how this actually ends up moving in the day here. Peloton came back with this 5% here all of a sudden. Carnival Cruise Lines. We're seeing those recovery stocks again. This is now the second day's bounce on recovery stocks. You got, there's C3AI having a little bit of love. We've got American Airlines, Spirit Airlines, United Airlines, Delta, Norwegian Cruise Lines, Carnival, Wynn Resorts. Yeah, Dave & Buster's. Let's go in here. Dave & Buster's. Let's go to the day chart. You see, I mean, we're at lows, nearly at lows. Lows were about 3-4 days ago. Still, it's relatively close to some of the lows on the recovery stocks. So it's also not a surprise to see this, especially after the Pfizer approval. This is something we were expecting, right? Since you get Pfizer vaccine approval, it's like, okay, great. Maybe we'll get that on other vaccines once they actually submit for approval. For some reason, all of a sudden, crypto just had a little bit of a sharper rotation to the downside. Yeah, take a look at that. This is the 1 minute chart on Bitcoin. It just went from 49,400 almost down 1,000 points like instantly here. Let's see here. Wall Street Press. I like how this person's name is Gavin Newsom. $500 billion market cap. I think you're probably talking about. You're certainly not talking about Archimoto. So you're probably talking about Alibaba. Which, yeah, that's a heavy lift. China Tech crackdown is the exact FUD endured dip we talked about buying. Yeah, it's exactly very interesting to me. I'm curious. I mean, I might be tempted to do it. Not because I want to be in Chinese stocks forever, but I'd be tempted to potentially swing trade the Chinese stocks. Let's see what else. See, a lot of the market right now is sitting here in the middle. It's kind of boring. Look at Canoe is just giving up, dropping 9.2%. It's not a surprise. It was like we said, a one-day wonder. I like that saying. But yeah, it looks like you've got the higher risk stocks somewhat rotating to the downside at the moment. Nano Dimension, Mind Medicine, Tattooed Chef, Domino's not higher risk. But also that's barely moving down. Tesla, see Tesla's down 0.1. And Root, the insurance company's up a couple percent. Where's our other insurance company? Let's see here. Lemonade sitting at 1% here. Yeah, look at that. Kind of rotating to the downside. Get a little bit of downward pressure here. Here's another one that fell not as low as we saw in May. But one that's pretty low. Let's see here. Archimoto, DD. Canadian Solar moving today. Let's go take a peek at this. We were talking about this one yesterday a lot. Yeah, look at that. It's going to go back into its little channel over here. We've got this one channel, let's see, right now at 35.47. And we have a channel for it between 37 and 41. So makes sense for Canadian Solar to pop back in here. Thanks, Ruben. All right. It's a lot of the recovery, like Las Vegas Sands recovering, exactly. And that's the other thing yesterday we were talking about is sort of a basket maybe of recovery stocks or something like that as well. See, we got Baba, DD, Neo, and I suppose you could throw JD in there if you wanted to go in on the Chinese recovery. JD, we'll add them. There we go. JD's doing well today. Yeah, see up about 10%. Gevo's moving. Gevo just popped from like 5% to 10%. So you got the Chinese recovery. Then you have our recovery stocks. Yeah, Wind's moving nicely. And in those, you have Win, Cheesecake, Win, Cheesecake. Those are though in travel, and travel's been a little slower than some of the other recovery stocks. Again, like Nordstrom or Macy's, those guys have just been killing it. So it's worth knowing that. And Delta's still somewhat trending up, but this talk about maybe peak Delta. I want to see UK. Let's see here. COVID cases, United Kingdom. Let's take a peek over here. See, look at that. This would make me, I don't know if I'd be ready for my sort of recovery buys yet. Because look at that. Everybody's like, oh, we're gonna be like the UK. We'll have a spike and then it'll go down. Yeah, okay. Well, then we plateaued here in the UK and now it's just going straight up again. So, and we got winter coming, like literally winter is coming. So I think I'm personally with Delta probably still a little too nervous to go in on highly indebted restaurants and hotels just yet. Could be wrong. But I don't think Delta's going away anytime soon. And hey, there's always this possibility that certain COVID, some version of COVID will never go away. It's kind of sad to think about because I don't like masks, especially lame masks. Although this one's kind of comfortable, just like these generic, like little clothy ones. These don't really do anything. You know what these are good for? These are good for complying. That's it. That's pretty much it. It's like, oh yeah. I got my mask on. That's all right. Leave me alone. Yep. Got my mask on. Don't mind me. I'm just drinking. Like, what good does that do? It's so stupid. This is why I say ventilation and filtration should be the top priority. Top priority. Along with better masks if you're gonna have them. But anyway. All right. Yeah, it looks we do still have this movement here on the Chinese stocks. Yep. That looks like it is a play that is moving nicely. And could be a mistake, but it might be worth putting a little bit on the movement of DDJD Alibaba. Let's see here. I want to look at JD on the day chart. So yeah, JD's kind of been on the toilet as well. 72. I mean, it's a nice move. It's not near sort of the bottoms of where it was, but even at 72, it's still sitting over here at September lows of pricing. Excuse me. You have a lot of risk with the Chinese stocks, so you have to be careful about that. But what some people do is expecting just a move on these is they'll probably go for let's see, you could go for some call options. You could also buy shares and then ultimately, if it runs some more, sell some covereds. But yeah, it does look like you've got sort of a little bit of a rotation here from crypto and some of the SPACs that we have over to Chinese stocks. Tesla's flat. Hey, it's holding on. It's not giving up. Let's see here. I want to see. Let's do a little bit more of a look here. I want to see which. Let's see if Market Watch is running anything on them. Let's see. Emran's a momentum stock. That's about it. Here we go. This is what Barron's is great. All right. The people. How is this one? I want to look at this. The Hang Seng Index. I feel like this is almost let's see. Potentially. Wow, yeah. See, their indexes actually go down. Unlike our indexes, like the S&P 500 that just goes straight up. Theirs actually peaked in February here, the Hang Seng, at least this one, peaked in February, which is very interesting. Let's see which companies we got in here. So you got 58 companies, components. You've got finance, utilities, properties, commerce, and industry in here. But you don't have I don't think you don't have Baba. These I don't know. I know so very little about Chinese stocks. Financial, interesting. Bunch of different series. Anyway, okay. The People's Bank of China will keep monetary policy stable with good cross-cyclical design and will support high-quality economic expansion with appropriate money growth. Now, futures. Okay, rising equities globally, specifically in Asia, are leading to mild risk on sentiment today. Okay. That's it. Chinese tech companies surged 7% overnight, but remain off from the year's highs. Yeah. That's it? Yeah, that's kind of it. I don't really talk about anything else. Okay. I mean, it's tempting. And then did crypto hit a bottom here? Let's see here. Yep. Look at that. Here, you just hit a bottom here on the 1 minute chart on Bitcoin. So if you wanted to buy the dip, you've got, I mean, it's not like a massive dip. It's still 32.62 on Ethereum. You're still sitting at 278 on Cardano. But look, you did hit a little bottom here. So if you were a trader, here's a little bit of a spot to maybe pick up some dollars. Dropping otherwise to the downside. Still here, Seagate, Canoe, of course, Hut 8 Mining. This makes sense. Goes down with crypto. But generally, relatively benign market today, with China rallying nicely. Canadian Solar, though. Where are the other energy plays? Let's see Enphase. Enphase up 1.61%. Tesla just went positive. GameStop's up 3.51. Arrival, Shift, Quantum, Dave & Buster's, Neo, Arcimoto, AMC up 2%. There's Marriott, Simon Property Group, Lucid, Darden, Trade Desk. Love that one. Yeah, very interesting. Okay, let's see what other news we have. Let's close some of these here. All right. Here we go. Okay, so do we have China Tech Rally as Cathie Wood joins Bargain Hunters? Haha, really? Let's see here. Chinese technology stocks rallied for a second day as Bargain Hunters returned, emboldened by Tencent's share buyback and strong results from JD, which drew Cathie Wood back into the market. What did Cathie end up buying? Let's see here. ARK bought American Depository receipts of JD on Monday after its quarterly sales beat estimates. Nice. E-commerce companies' revenue jumped. Tencent. Yep. Cathie's doing the buy the dip. It always helps. All right. Root Insurance, 5%. How's it at 585? I thought this used to be like a 10. Oh, wow. Look at Root Insurance. That's painful. That is painful on Root. Well, the problem with Root is Root's it doesn't have the, in my opinion, the name recognition that Lemonade does. Lemonade's amazing. You know, like the stuff you drink. It's great when life gives you lemons, you know. No, never mind. Alibaba pulling back a little bit. It was up 6.2. Yeah, dancing around a little bit right now. Yeah, same thing with JD, Gevo. Overall, look, Canadian Solar is pumping. This is amazing. Canadian Solar. I'm going to look at the fundies really quick on Canadian Solar. Again, I mean, I've looked at them before, but I want to just do a quick look again over here. Give me one sec. Ooh, what's this? Hold on a sec. A little distraction here. What is this? For a glimpse of how fast demand for commodities has rebounded amid the pandemic, look no further than the market for shipping them. Well, yeah, we knew that. Benchmark for hauling costs to surge to an 11-year high. Demand for cargoes of raw materials like coal and iron ore has jumped this year, outpacing the expansion of fleets. Dry goods. Interesting. Okay, let's go to, who was I going to look at? Now I forgot what I was going to do. Canadian Solar. Canadian Solar. All right, let's look at the numbers. Financial analysis. Yeah, GME 4%. Nice. All right. So Canadian Solar, we have. Let's take a look here. Let's learn a little bit about Canadian Solar. All right, ready? So by the end of 2021, we're expected to have. This is, yeah, it's in USD. Okay, good. We have a market cap of around 2.1 billion. Well, had around June. Let's see what the market cap is right now. Canadian Solar stock. Oh, I hate it when Yahoo Finance comes up. Sorry. Canadian Solar. There we go. So right now we're sitting at a market cap of $2.17 billion. Pretty small. And we've got fundamentals that say in 2021, we're expecting a year worth of 5.6 billion in revenue. Big growth, but not as much growth in subsequent years. Only expecting 11 to 8%. You've got earnings of about $1.87. So about 36 divided by 187 puts you at 2021 at about 19.2. But you also don't have massive growth ahead of it. Although we only have estimates going out to 2023. That's interesting. Canadian Solar. I mean, maybe something you can almost swing. I wonder what their margins are. See, like, this is one of the reasons I like Enphase, because they have the higher margin products and they purposely don't do panels. But it looks like Canadian Solar makes panels or inverters as well. That's where the money is. Let's look at their Canadian Solar investor relations. Let's take a peek here for a moment. Let's see. Let's go to an SEC filing. SEC filings. Current reports. I really want if I could get a recent annual report, that would be amazing. Annual filings. Oh, well, in April. That works for me. All right. Let's see how they make their money. Okay. Solar products. Solar power products include modules, solar kit systems. Okay. Revenues from solar products include reimbursements. Okay. Revenue recognition. That's fine. Battery storage solutions. The company recognizes revenue for sales of battery storage solutions over time. That's fine. So they do batteries as well? That's great. I didn't know they did batteries as well. Net revs. I'd love to see them broken down in terms of, here, this is what I'm looking for. This is exactly what I wanted right here. Look at this. So solar modules, which I think solar modules are a fancy way of saying panels. So if I click on modules, yeah, panels. Wow, 635 watts. Jeez, it's like twice as big as my panels. Mine are like 300 or something like that. Anyway, okay. Solar system kits. What's a solar system kit? So module is the panels. Is a kit just like, okay, with an inverter? Okay, I understand. Got it. Battery storage solutions. They just started this. So they just became a battery play. China Energy. What the heck is that? Global Energy. CSI Solar, Global Energy. Okay, so what are solar power projects? There's so much to look at here. this is interesting. So the solar module sales, I mean, what is this? 15% here. Kit sales are up nicely. The batteries is an opportunity here. Solar power projects. I mean, this is barely up and it went down from 2018. So global energy, I don't think is your driver here. Let's see if we can find revenues by location. Here we go. We can. Aha. Gosh, they sell everywhere. The Americas. Yeah, the biggest market is America. Well, the United States. Followed by Japan. Gosh, they are everywhere. This is explosive, by the way, in Japan. Well, but then again, it went down and then up the next year. That's weird. Yeah, solar panels are... I don't love solar panels themselves because they're low margin. Let's see how their margin is. So net revenues, 2.1 billion. And let's see here. I see a parent company. This is a complicated company. Yeah, would take a little bit more digging around. But let me look really quick here. Hold on one second. And then we'll go back to the sticks. So their Ebitda margin is right now expected to be 7.5%. And their gross profit is somewhere between 15 to 16%. Yeah, it's a lower margin play. I mean, you could swing trade it, but it's definitely a lower margin play for the long run. But then again, it's also selling at a much lower premium than something like Enphase, which has massive margins. See, Enphase has a gross margin of, twice what they have, around 40%, with net income around 20%. You know, Enphase this year, though, is only expected to have a $2 EPS. So at 174, you're still paying 87 times for the Enphase earnings. You're looking at massive earnings here, or growth. Well, look at this. The Taliban are no longer allowing Afghans to go to the Kabul airport to try and leave the country. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. All right. And then expectations for Enphase for 2025. See, we're looking at big growth here. And expect to get that to about $6.31. So right now, 174, Enphase is selling for 27.5 times future earnings. Well, it's not cheap, right? Retire with Palantir. Yeah. Yeah. Every time we talk about Afghanistan, I always get the comments like, more Palantir, more Palantir. I mean, think about it. Like, you know, somebody's got to process all the background checks. And how do you think they're doing it? Well, they're probably just plugging people into Palantir, honestly. I mean, that's the purpose of it. GameStop's having a little bit of a rally right now, 6.32%. Yeah, Archimoto. Nice. What else? There we go. What do we got over here? There's Lemonade, 3.69. Spirit Airlines, Southwest, Dave & Buster's. Good little continued moves here. Wind Resorts, Archimoto. Let's look at the downside. Still crypto, still edging down now after its plummet here in the last 30 minutes. Canoes having a rough one. Big digital assets. Of course, the crypto plays are down. That makes sense. They move together. Yeah, otherwise, no massive moves really here to the downside. And then, of course, the Chinese stocks moving. Although they've kind of been stuck. JD, Alibaba have kind of been stuck this morning around the same spot. Like if you had bought in this morning, I feel like you'd mostly be at the same spot. Canadian Solar. It's a nice move, though, on Canadian Solar. Might be a complicated company. Might have lower growth. Might have lower profit. But it's also sold down pretty incredibly. The danger, of course, being that maybe this was just a lot of momentum, you know, and that it ends up trading sideways over here. Like, how's Corsair doing? That's another one that has a lower valuation, but it has really been bleeding out. And I think that's sort of mostly as the market expects slower growth. Oh, Tesla's down about 0.25% now. Come on, Tesla. One day you'll get out of this big fat channel we've got here for you, that you've been in since March. And look at this. This right here is the definition of killing your call options. Just a nice sideways trade. Let's listen to Jim for a sec.
Yes. People on Twitter already are saying, well, I have every right to give you COVID. Now, there's a stance that Jefferson or Hamlin or maybe Madison would certainly enjoy, right? Or maybe Aaron Burr and Robert E. Lee. Oh, sorry, I'm not mentioning him anymore.
We'll see you tonight, Jim. Mad Money, 6 p.m. Eastern time. As we said, NASDAQ record, S&P just about a point or two shy. Don't go anywhere.
Okay. I don't know any. I mean, thanks for the $10. I just don't know anything about AITX. Let's take a peek. Artificial intelligence. Oh my gosh, it's a mega penny stock. Gee whiz. Oh, I mean, look at the momentum this thing has had. Oh, and the disaster. I mean, when it had momentum, the thing went up to 28 cents, but it just literally bled out. I mean, yeah, it's not a beautiful trajectory. Now, who knows? You can always YOLO on the penny stocks. But yeah, trajectory like that is painful. Yeah. I'm so tempted by the recoveries, like the wins and the airlines and the restaurant. I just can't bring myself to doing it going into the COVID winter. I can't do it. There's gonna be more fear over COVID. And if not, that's okay. I'll buy something else. Like right now, if I had to buy something right now, I'd be more interested in the Chinese tech recovery than I would be in recovery stocks. I don't know. Maybe that's too harsh. That's how I feel right now. Of course, I'd rather buy individual stocks where I'm excited about potential for a bigger move. But if I were going to buy some kind of basket, that'd be what I consider. Somebody donated $10 to ask me what my thoughts are on cannabis stocks. I don't own any cannabis stocks anymore. And after what I've seen in California, I don't trust the government. I do not trust the government at all to figure out how to regulate cannabis. I think California is an example of the straight up stupidity of regulators, and I don't think it's like individual legislators that are to blame. I think it's a failure of leadership to have consistent rules and simplified and streamlined policies. But cannabis is just a disaster. As long as California continues to illegally grow and its farms continue to explode, I'm not horribly excited about cannabis. Hold on. Let's see here. What's the breaking news? CNBC. I'll take any breaking news right now. I'm bored.
Our July read on new home sales expected to be a whisker under 700,000, and it's a better than expected number, 708,000 at seasonally adjusted annualized units. That represents
boring. But you know what's not boring is getting 40% off using coupon code Jack's Birthday on the amazing programs on Building Your Wealth. So that way you can not only build your wealth with real estate investing, property management, do-it-yourself property management, rental renovations, save, make lots of money, YouTube, being a real estate agent, whatever. Courses, stocks, trading options, whatever. Links down below. Oh, that reminds me, I still have some lectures, new lectures in editing, which you always get free lectures. There's no like upsell for the next program or whatever. Everything that's described you get. And yeah. Jack's birthday is coming up on the 31st, so take a look at that down below. And, of course, make sure you get free stock worth all the way up to $70 with public.com/meetkevin or use my link. Go to metkevin.com/public. It goes to the same place. It doesn't matter. But anyway, get a free stock there. Public does not buy or sell your data. You can socially trade. You can follow me on @meetkevin on Public. And if you use their link to sign up for Public, you'll get a free stock worth all the way up to $70. Go to metkevin.com/public. Okay. Now, let's see what else is going on here. Let's observe crypto. It did bounce a little bit, but look at it. It's stuck. It's stuck over here. Let's see. Alibaba's a good company, but a bad stock. That's interesting. Let's see. Okay. All right. So let's see if we can find some other news. Let's go Bloomberg again. Pelosi. Hedge funds are hot again. Good luck finding one that'll make money. That is such a burn of a headline. Powell's charm. Powell's charm offensive in Congress positions him to keep his job. Yeah, people like Powell. Powell's cool. China ride-hailing giant Didi puts Europe expansion on hold. Treasury sales under scrutiny as foreign demand rises to record. Yeah, I think the Chinese are plowing money into U.S. bonds right now, which increases the price and lowers rates. Traders will be scrutinizing. Okay, let's see here. Does it tell us? Here we go. Another reason was a step up in Chinese demand after Asian nation currency reserves climbed to the highest level since July 2015. Fed repo have been cited as a driver. Further clues, blah, blah. There's so much money in the market right now. Oh, thanks, Shelly. Appreciate that. Is AMC moving? Well, cryptos are just having a trading kind of rotation down. I actually have it right here. So we're kind of watching it. It's kind of hitting on the minute chart, this sort of double bottom right now. Let me see. There you go. 3.34. A little bit of love over here. End phase. Lemonade. Ooh, lemonade. Hey, keep it up, lemonade. Let's go. Go to the moon. Neo, Tesla. Oh, Tesla's back up too. Nice. Cardano down to 273. This really, I would like to see this go down like substantially because I do want to buy more. But oops. Where are we? Here we go. FT.com. Shift got upgraded today by Oppenheimer. Nice. Everything about the CIA meeting. OnlyFans founder blames banks for porn ban. Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay. It confuses me. Discord has won over gamers. Now it wants everyone else. That's right. They're thinking about going public. I don't know how they can monetize, though. I really don't. I mean, the server boosts, I don't know. They should do some kind of like recurring revenue model where the server owners can have like, $2 a month or something like that. I don't know. Share it or something to make them profitable. White gamers relevant. Okay, no, blah blah blah. There's no news. There's like nothing. Barons. I can't see myself buying 2023 calls right now. Even an ARK. I mean, look, maybe it'll pay out really well. But the theta decay and volatility crush, if it trades sideways, you could just get screwed. Yep. Look at that. Wow. YouTube creators were paid $30 billion over the last 3 years. Oh my gosh. $30 billion. That's insane. Yeah. Lots of money. Okay. Yeah. Their crypto's still falling. Now down to about 2.71 on Cardano. Kind of going straight down here on crypto. I don't know that. Let me see if there's any particular reason. Hold on. Let's see here. Let's just type in crypto news. All right. So, crypto news. No. Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy buys 3,907 more Bitcoin. Oh my gosh. The U.S. is leading DeFi adoption. I don't particularly see any news that would lead to this. A lot of NFT talk with Visa. But yeah, beyond that, I don't see any particular news headline right now for crypto. It's just typical trading. All right, what else? Extreme. Yeah, nope. Just quiet day in terms of news. Costs just lost some momentum, down 7.7%. There's MicroStrategy down 2.9%. But again, all the crypto stocks, it makes sense why they're down. Walmart down 1%. Very good food company. Has not been a very good stock. And it's, I mean, look at that trajectory. It's just straight down. Well below that 50-day moving average. That's unfortunate. Let's see here. AMD 107. EXPI gave up 1/3% here. Redfin's still being funny. Etsy at 196. It's just playing right there under 200. Starbucks, CRISPR, Square, 271. 271 on Square. That's actually not bad. I sold my call options on Square when it ran to like, I think it was like 289 or something like that. It's a little bit higher than where it is now. $17 or something higher. But I still own shares of Square. I like them. Tattooed Chef went positive again. That's good. Shift Technology, Darden. There's Tesla 1.22 and phase 1. SoFi is trying to get back to $15. 14.73. And Wynn Resorts, Robinhood. Wow, Lemonade now at 4.73. Let's go the 1 minute here. Yeah. Okay, 23andMe, Shopify. What else? GameStop. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I mean, it's been pretty stable here. Is AMC moving? I think people are kind of looking for where to place money right now. Yeah, AMC's doing nicely too. Also up about 4%. Nice. All right. What else we have here? Crypto has had a monster run since B word, July 21st. RSI was very overbought. Good. Rebound on Tattooed CF. That's true. Let's see. New company slogan. Very good food company has not been a very good stock. Oh. Let's see. Rugby says bought $1,000 worth of crypto. That's why it's down. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's usually how it is. It's between paychecks is when all the dips happen, right? I know, it's crazy. Options we bought yesterday are up 21%. Are they seriously? No way. I should look. Yeah, yesterday in Stocks and Psychology of Money, I bought a pretty big option with an expiration not too far out. Let me see here. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's up 27% right now. That's insane. Wow. That's cool. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's a personal decision. But we'll talk more about that in the course member chat, which I'm going to be going to shortly. I think it's very interesting how Peloton is so stuck at 110. Look at this. Just recently. It's kind of been like in this channel over here. Very, very interesting. Okay. Good. All right. I'm going to go run over to the course member live stream now. If you want to join, link down below, 40% off. And I do need about 10 to 12 minutes. I got to do something really quick. Got to change. I got to film something very quick. And then we'll do the course member live stream. All right. Great. Thanks for being here, folks. Appreciate it. Course paid for itself. Thank you very much for saying that. Thanks, folks.